They dug up his grave and found brass, not gold. For 400 years, we repeated the sparkly rumor. The genius stargazer, Tycho Brahe, was buried with a solid gold nose. Then in 2010, Danish scientists pried open the coffin. No glitter, just a greenish flake of copper and zinc. Plain old brass. That scruffy scrap just rewrote one of history's weirdest legends, and today we're tracing it from royal banquets to a modern lab to see why. Imagine 1566, a Christmas bash at the University of Rostock. 20-year-old Tycho, already famous for charting the sky, clashes with his cousin Manderup Parsberg over a math point. Insults, swords, and, oops, half a nose gone. Renaissance surgeons can't rebuild cartilage, so Tycho orders a fake one. Gossip said the new nose was silver, maybe even gold. After all, the Brahes owned whole castles. Painters loved the metallic glint, and the man with the golden nose stuck like a comet in orbit. Gold? Silver? Tycho never told. Portraits contradict each other, but money wasn't the issue. We know he kept a drawer of ointments and glue for rainy days. Dinner guests swore the nose could slip slightly, sending him off to fiddle it back into place. Picture plotting planets while praying your face doesn't plop into the soup. Embarrassing? Sure. But the prosthesis worked. Tycho's star tables were the sharpest anyone had seen, paving the way for Kepler's laws. Whatever the alloy weighed, it steered science. Jump to 1601. Tycho attends a Prague banquet, won't leave the table to pee, royal etiquette, you know, and dies in agony days later. Cue the whispers. Mercury bottles crowded every alchemist's shelf, so rivals cried poison. When researchers opened his grave in 1901, they saw brownish hair and no obvious gold, but their tools were clunky. By the late 1900s, mercury poisoning was the hot theory, fingering everyone from a jealous emperor to Kepler. The golden nose tale merged with the murder story, and the legend ballooned. In 2010, Danish and Czech archaeologists lifted the lid again, this time with microsamples, spectroscopes, and a plan to settle both death and decor. They shaved milligrams of bone near the nasal cavity, vacuumed centuries of dust, and ran every poison panel. Mercury? Normal for a 1500s chemist, nowhere near lethal. Most likely culprit, a burst bladder leading to kidney failure, boring but deadly in 1601. Then the team spotted turquoise corrosion hugging the nasal ridge, classic brass patina, not the stable glint of gold or the sulfide freckles of silver. Brass, the alloy of doorknobs and candlesticks, had been Tycho's everyday disguise. Historians now think Brahe kept a wardrobe of noses. Brass for Prague's muddy streets, maybe silver for imperial balls, wax prototypes for comfy nights. Brass was cheap, bendable, and light, perfect for a guy who spent nights tilting his head at the sky. The greenish tint even masked skin irritation, a Renaissance cosmetic perk. Bottom line, he chose practicality over bling, a very scientific move for someone chasing perfect data. The golden rumor sprang from assumptions about wealth, not receipts. Debunking the metal isn't just trivia. It reminds us history is gossip layered with our own expectations. Modern lab work peeled those layers back, revealing the pragmatic man beneath. Tycho's brass nose now pops up in prosthetics textbooks. Chemists cite the mercury dismissal in toxicology classes, and curators can finally swap gold for brass on their labels. One small fix, one giant leap toward getting the past right. Enjoyed watching a 400-year-old legend get lab tested? Hit like, tap subscribe, and tell us which historical rumor you want science to smash next. Tycho Brahe carried a secret under his dignified mustache, and for centuries we repeated the shiniest version. But graves don't lie. Copper and zinc, humble brass, filled the gap where a golden myth once perched. From duel to dinner, banquet to tomb, the man who mapped the heavens wore the most down-to-earth alloy on his face, and that honest truth gleams brighter than gold ever could.